Welcome to another episode of sEatPlants. I'm your host, KD. Today we have a special guest. He's the face of the foot fetish community.
Milwaukee.
Um, he recently just got off child support. He's a father. He's a hard worker. One of my guys. We go way back. Welcome, Tay. What's happening?
What he do?
And not only we eat plants, we smoke plants too.
But first off, I wanna, before I talk about my situation, I wanna say, congratulations to you and everything, you've been doing, because I remember when we've been knowing each other since we was in middle school or something like that. So
yeah,
I remember when you was, young boy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You transformed your life, so you look totally different and everything. You cut your hair.
Yeah.
You looking good, man. So congratulations on everything you're
appreciate
doing, bro.
Appreciate
and
that.
I hope you continue to rise and get bigger, no homo.
For sure. One of the things that me and you got in common, we love feet. I feel like we both are the face of the feet community. But shit, your ass a whole nother level though. Yeah, bro. After you shared with me, dog, I said, damn, I thought I was a freak. Yo ass. So let me ask you this, man. What was that? When did you realize you had a foot fetish? What age? When can you remember?
So I remember like far as like in feet and shit, it's when I was like, I say 7, 8 years old.
Me too. Keep
You know what I'm
talking.
saying? Like I started like doing stuff like going around the house, smelling people's shoes. It's kind of different. You know what I'm saying? Smelling people's shoes, but I think it started with like helping my grandma or my mom or somebody put like lotion on their feet. You a kid, you gotta help your mom take off her shoes or socks, and then she like, can you rub some lotion on my feet, or your grandma be like, massage my feet for me. You know how it started. I was like, something as light as that for a kid. Cause I met a lot of women, and when I tell them, like, they be like, I'd be like, oh, I think my son might like it. They be like, oh, he always rubbing my feet. I'd be like, yeah, that's how it start. Like it start when you young with just something so harmless and innocent. Like just letting your son rub your feet will turn out to be like, oh, he like feet now.
Yeah.
So.
Damn. So what was that moment when you started embracing that though?
About to get smoky in this bitch, y'all. It's about to get deep.
So what was that like? What was that time when you started embracing it? You having a foot fetish?
I started embracing the fetish, man, when I was probably like, probably when I got grown, man, like 18, 19, man. I ain't really tell nobody. As I started getting older, it became more and more of a thing.
Cause you was ashamed, not ashamed, but you was kind of like a little
ashamed.
embarrassed, a little shy.
Yeah, shy. And then I feel like it wasn't really nobody business, you know what I'm saying? But as you get older, it's like,
You start embracing it.
you start to, you and the guys and shit, y'all be talking about shit, y'all stories, and I'll be like, y'all stuck their toes, and they be like, damn, freaky ass nigga. Like, it just start coming out like that, like, y'all stuck their toes. But now it's like, shit, I'm open to just straight up telling people, like, yeah, I have foot sessions, and I pay for foot sessions, and I'm looking for women that have foot sessions within Milwaukee and shit like that. Like, it get crazy.
So, like, hold on, bro. So you said foot sessions, right? So, like, damn. Okay, let me got so many questions I want to ask you. So, how many foot sessions you had so far in your life?
Man, bro, probably like 20 to 30, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like 30, 20 to 30. Yeah, I just had one today. Like, it was crazy, man. She from Atlanta, but I think she a flight attendant.
Okay.
So with this foot fetish community, it's called the FFC community. It's a lot of different women from all over the world, bro. They do this shit. They from all over, bro. Atlanta and Texas probably got the most foot models, women that make money with their feet. So these women travel all over the world making money with their feet and shit. It get crazy. These dudes pay these women, they sponsor them. Yeah, they pay for their hotel, they pay for their flight. And these women, for example, like the woman today, she came to Milwaukee, somebody sponsored her room, her flight. She came to Milwaukee and she'll put a thing out on Twitter and be like, I'm coming to Milwaukee, y'all. If anybody got not basically like all the foot fetish men with foot fetish, I'm coming to Milwaukee. If y'all interested, DM me. I DM her how much you charge, and she'll say this much. I send half up front, and then the other half when I meet her in person. Which I met her at the hotel, nice hotel downtown, by the way, by the Grand Avenue Mall. Very nice hotel. These women don't be no ugly women either. They be some badass, fine women. Like you would be surprised. Some 10s.
So
tens, bro.
So like, man, bro,
It get crazy,
yeah,
bro.
no, bro,
Some
I'm kind of
tens.
speechless right now, dog. God damn.
So like, look with the session today.
Yeah, explain that with your session today. Yeah.
So man, I'm in the room, man. Like, I go meet the woman, lady. I'm 30. I'm 31. She probably she a little older than me, but she experienced. So she like, we finished our session and shit, you know. And she like, yo, if you don't mind, you know, I got somebody coming. I got somebody coming afterwards. They paid to clean my feet up. I'm like, clean your feet? She like, yeah. She like, you know, you can't, like, after you come on my feet or whatever, this dude about to come lick it off.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I'm like, what? She like, yeah, you can stay if you want to, you know, so he want, you know, he don't mind. I'm like, shit, all right. I ain't gonna lie.
No.
I ain't gonna lie.
You stayed and watched that? That's crazy, bro.
Ah, shit, dude. Hey. So
Ain't no shame in your game. Go ahead.
So I stayed and I watched the shit and I'm looking like this shit crazy. It was a white boy. So I'm leaving. I leave and shit. I'm like, man, it's crazy. My mind blown just like yours was, because I'm like, it's some people out here that's into some deep shit.
Damn.
Man.
So wait.
He paid her to eat whatever.
So he paid her
semen off her feet that the men would leave off. He'd come in after the men leave and lick her feet. He pay her to do that. It's people out here that's into some crazy shit, my boy. I ain't gonna hold you.
Damn, that's crazy.
It's a dark world out there that a lot of people don't know about when it comes to this type of kink and fetish type shit, man. Like, I done heard of women getting paid to shit on people, pee on people. Like, it's a dark world, bro. Like a dark kinky like fetish type world out there.
Let me ask you this: would you watch that again?
Watch what?
If
she want, like if I came on somebody's feet,
yeah.
And the motherfucker, no, probably not. It was a lot. I wasn't a lot. It was just like to each his own, I guess. Yeah, I don't judge because shit. I got a foot fetish, so who am I to judge a motherfucker? Right. Like, you like licking come off, motherfucker. Who am I to be like, you know? I mean, that's your thing, man. I ain't doing it. I don't even like touch my own cum, so it's like
that shit crazy. That's one of the wildest things that I've ever heard.
It was a white boy, bro. He came in the room and she was like, bitch, get on your knees and lick my feet. And he was licking that shit up. And I'm like, shh.
Did y'all dapped up afterwards?
No, I ain't say nothing to him. I was just like, you a wild boy. I was thinking, you a wild boy.
No, definitely. That shit definitely wild, dog.
He said, I wasn't ready for that one. Hey, I'm telling you. That was, we was in a nice hotel too. Like, you would be amazed, bro. These motherfuckers be having like first 5-star rooms, bro. Like,
so if men that want to get a foot job, right? They want to participate in this foot job. Yeah. How can they?
So you would have to get on Twitter. You would have to make basically, you got to get a Twitter page. Obviously, you would have to find a model, like a woman that do them. And she would basically have to verify that you a real person. Like, you have to send your ID or whatever. Okay. And these women be verified. They do this shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They got references. They got other people that they can verify that they real and they not gonna scam you and all this type of shit. So yeah, you would do it like that, and they just send you. It's basically like buying pussy. No, is it like you're like how many hours you want? 2 hours or an hour, 30 minutes.
So what was the most you ever paid for a full session?
The most I ever paid today, the one I had today was only $175.
Oh, ain't bad.
And then the most I paid so far was probably like $2 something.
Oh, ain't bad.
It was with a little Asian chick. She had some little pretty soft Asian feet.
Hey, Asian feet is underrated.
Yeah, she has some nice. Yeah, she has some nice feet. Asian little.
So you prefer a foot job over?
It just depends how I feel, honestly. I done had girls. I done taught girls. I done taught women in Milwaukee. It's women in Milwaukee right now that know how to do foot jobs because of me. You know what I'm saying? I done taught women how to do it, and all I pay for your. Hey, can I pay for your nails? You know what I'm saying? I pay for your nails. And every time they want their nails did, hey, just hit me. She hit me. Hey, I'll pay for her nails. She give me a foot job. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy work, dog.
Because I got a sister, man.
Crazy as hell, dog. Because I was the same age when I found out I like feet. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I see like teachers that I had, like, man, she got some pretty feet. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it took me a long time to embrace that. But I ain't on your level yet. Nah, I ain't. Nah, I ain't on your level yet, bro. I don't. Yeah, hell nah. Not saying in a bad way when I say hell.
So would you be open to a foot session? Would you pay a badass chick? Fine. She they be fine.
I'm not really into deep with that though.
So you don't come on. You ain't never came on no feet.
Nah, I
Never?
mean, I'm not knocking it. I ain't gonna say I'll never do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I never. You know what I'm saying?
So your foot fetish just go like sucking toes.
Yeah, I like
Just
women pretty
sucking
feet.
them and
Yeah,
like smelling them.
I don't know about that now.
All right.
You into that? You be smelling?
I mean, I'm just saying, like your feet. I ain't saying they stank or nothing, but I mean, if you into like, you into scents, smells, yeah.
Yeah, her feet smelling good. Yeah, I like kissing on them, stuff like that. But you know,
So you could pay for a session where you just suck her toes.
I don't know, because I ain't never been in that situation. I ain't never in my life paid for like sex or nothing like that. So
You ain't never bought no pussy?
nah.
Oh, y'all,
I'm not knocking it.
He missing. Look, I buy pussy too. Look at that. Hey. I ain't no shame. I'm 31. Look, hey, it's sometimes it's quicker than talking. You know what I'm saying?
No bullshit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I had thoughts like,
How much your electric bill is? You say hey, 150?
All right.
Here, man. Come on. You paying the hoe to leave. Look.
No, man, it ain't nothing wrong with it. And I ain't gonna never say never.
Yeah. You never say never.
I ain't gonna say never.
How old are you?
30. Well, I turned 30 in a couple months.
Okay, I turned 32 in a couple weeks, so
Yeah.
yeah, man. I don't plan on stop doing what I do. Like it's
no shame in my
It's all
game.
fun, man. Like
So, can you date a woman who have a bunion on her foot?
fuck no. I ain't gonna lie. I done had some fine women, and then like I ain't gonna lie. I done had fine women that didn't. I done had some women that didn't even let me touch their feet. That'll blow a relationship for me. It'll be over. If a woman that I date don't let me touch her feet, it's a deal breaker. You gotta let me touch your feet. Like
It's a deal breaker?
it's a deal breaker, bro. Damn. Cause I'm like, you my girl. I can't touch her, especially if you get them done and shit. And it's like, damn, them motherfuckers looking good. It's like a tease. Like,
Yeah.
I can't. I gotta be able to indulge in my fetish and my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
It's a fetish. I like it.
I'm the same way. Like, I can't date a woman with that. That's like, it would turn me off completely. Like, ugly feet, that would turn me off. And then, too, bro, that's a difference.
Do size matter with the feet? For you?
To a degree, it does.
Do you like smaller feet or bigger feet?
I like fat feet. I call them
okay.
little baby nuggets.
You like them little baby now?
I call them little baby nuggets.
Yeah, I like acing up, man. Don't come around here with those 5s and 6s. I'm gonna turn you around.
Yeah, I don't like women who got skinny toes like fingers.
I don't mind.
Hell no.
I like 7s and up, man. 7s, 8s and up.
7
10s is good. 9s,
Yeah.
11s. All that. I'm a foot fetishist.
Yeah, man, nah, bro. Yeah, bro, because this is my motto, dog. If her feet right, her mind is right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, because, like, then, too, it's a difference of, like, a woman's feet is pretty when they not done, but they still looking pretty.
Definitely.
Yeah, so just because you get your feet done don't mean you got pretty feet. Nah, heck you nah. You know what I'm saying? It's levels to it.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Because
I definitely prefer. I ain't gonna say I prefer, but I do like no polish and shit. Like that is a thing. That is a thing for me too. Like I like that because like you said, it definitely show. Cause some people be having black nails and burnt, soft, like brittle, broke nails, and they get. I don't like that acrylic shit neither. Like, know me, I don't like all that acrylic. Don't get all that acrylic and shit. Like, and then.
So how do you tell women about your fetish? Do they be open to it? They be like, let me start talking to this man.
So I ain't gonna lie, I'm open, man. Like when I first meet a woman at this age, at this point in my life, at this age, you know what I'm saying, I feel like I'm in a good position financially. I feel like I'm doing good in my life. So at this stage, yeah, like if I'm gonna meet a woman, I'm gonna tell her out the gate, like, so how you feel about a man that like feet? Like, cause I got a foot fetish. I tell him out the gate, like, it's cause it's something I don't want to hide. It's like, I don't want a woman that's like, oh no, that's a deal breaker for me. Cause a lot of women don't like their feet touched. Like,
true.
A lot of women is shy, ashamed, or scared. Like, they been made fun of their feet all their life. Like they got big, they might have a size 10, 11. They like, no, I got made fun of my whole life about my feet. So no, you can't. They insecure. Like, and then I done made some women, like I said, I done show some women like, no, it's just insecurity. I done brought some women out. Now they love their feet. I got a couple women that love their feet now. They like, I was shy about my feet. I wear a 10 and a half. Now she love her feet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So how do you look? So you say so you said you mentioned about paying for women's toes to get done, stuff like that. And you talked to me about how you would randomly come to a woman, like if her feet look good, that's her toes look good. And you approach her sometimes and trying to chop it up with her. Yeah. So how do you when you see a woman with pretty feet in person? How do you approach her? Okay. Yeah. Like how steps. Steps. I'm talking. Yeah.
Okay. So first, like let's say we in the grocery store, we in Pick and Save. Right now, this for me. This is my favorite season because it's about to be hot outside, and a lot of women gonna have on flip flops, and they can get their toes did. So it's like my favorite season. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
So I be in Pick and Save. I'm walking down the aisle. I see a woman. If she by herself, I just shoot at her like, hey, you got some beautiful feet. She either be like, oh, thank you, and she'd smile or whatever, or she might be like, she might ignore me. You know what I'm saying? Some women you would say something, they try to ignore you, so you just keep it moving. Yeah. And then some women, they smile and they be like, thank you. Then, I'd be like, oh, so, do you always get that color or do you like switch it up? And they, if a woman give you conversation about it, then you like, okay, then that's when you be like, well, yeah, how you feel about, you start out light. Like how you feel about, foot fetish or, taking pictures of your feet or whatever. And then she like, oh, that's fine. Here, take my number. Shit like that. It'll start something light. Or some women to be like, no, I'm not interested in nothing like that. And then they'll just keep moving, It's ups and downs. You gotta be willing to accept rejection.
No, for sure. For sure. Do some women look at you weird?
Yeah. I mean, nowadays, I ain't gonna lie, it's more open now. A lot of people know about it, so it's more like, oh, one of them, it's more like a woman to probably be like, oh, some dude with foot fetish tried to approach me today, girl. Like, you could tell they be like, they know about it, but they just think it's weird. Like, are you funny? You know what I'm saying? But I don't care. Like, I ain't ashamed about it. It's just, it is what it is. Like, you don't like it, you don't. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you do, then come fuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I know you say you trying to look for some women.
Yeah, definitely. Man. Fuck with me. Add me on Facebook, Tay Shine. If you're interested in, getting your feet paid for, you open to foot fetish shit, foot sessions. Add me on Facebook and hit me up, man. Be like, hey. Let me be like, I seen your interview or whatever, and let me know, and we can go from there.
Yeah, you're a wild boy, dog. You're a wild boy, dog. Cause I thought I was a wild nigga. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Cause you have a alternative lifestyle.
Alternative lifestyle is exactly
explain
what it's
that.
Called,
What's explain that?
And then with alternative, it's a lot of different kinks and things involved in this. Like, you may have couples that want to spice their life up, their sex life. They may want to bring a third person in.
And they call you.
Something like, I've been in situations like that, yeah, where people would call me and invite me to their, I know a Hispanic couple right now that, that they into that type of thing. And
shout out to them.
Yeah. Shout out to them. They a young Hispanic couple, they married, he had called me up and, he got a wife and everything and he into that type of shit. And, he willing to let a young nigga go rounds on his wife. So
damn, he just watching.
And she a baddie. I ain't gonna hold you. She Rican. She a Puerto Rican. So you could just imagine. You know what I'm saying?
What's her name? I'm talking shit. That's
funny.
I'm talking shit.
Yeah, we gonna talk. We gonna tell.
Yeah, no, I can feel you on that one. Yeah, man. See, I ain't got shit on you, bro. I thought I was. I'm thinking that me. I'm a freak, dog. I'm with it all, my boy. Spinning my mind. I'm with it all.
Man, you vanilla, man. You ain't that dog.
Hey, man, I'm with it all. But see, you on a whole nother level, dog. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, shit.
You vanilla, man. You ain't like that, man. Look.
Nah, man.
You think you could have sex on camera and stay hard with other men in the room?
Hell no.
See what I'm saying? Like,
you can?
Yeah, I done been in a situation where we done bust bitches.
Damn, Tay. You a freak, dog.
We done bust bitches down, no homo, and I done been in the room with niggas.
So let me ask you this then. When men hear that, they be like, oh, he gay, he did it out. What you got to say about that?
I mean, shit. It is like people can feel how they feel, bro, but we all here But if I'm with my like no homo in high school type shit, you bust a bitch down with your niggas. It's like we in here busting the bitch now. We ain't in here fucking each other. We got a bitch in here or two bitches or whatever the case may be. We bust these bitches down. Just 3-4 of us or whatever.
Yeah.
We doing our thing. We rotating them. You know what I'm saying? No homo. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't nobody in this motherfucker smacking asses and shit, grabbing balls. We in this motherfucker grabbing titties and touching pussy. You know what I'm saying?
You never had a man stare at you too long, no?
No, I ain't never.
okay.
I ain't never had no situation where I was like, "Oh man, bro, you want some gay shit?" None of that. Like,
Okay.
it's just been all love. You know what I'm saying? Like no homo. But
No, cause that's why I asked you that because I never want to participate because I don't want no man seeing me and I don't want to see no other man. So like I don't want no man
you
staring at me.
you never been in jail?
Hell no, nigga.
Oh, yeah, no homo. I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying. Like you ever been in jail? You shower around.
So you been in?
Not like I ain't never did no real time, but I'd have been in jail where it's like shit. I understand that you might. Do you ever play sports? If you play sports, you gonna shower around your teammates. I mean, it's been same difference. You can be around naked men, no homo. You know what I'm saying?
So you comfortable with that?
I ain't comfortable with it. I'm just saying, like, I ain't uncomfortable either. Like,
if
I got to shower around other men, we no homo. I mean, I'm in jail or something like that, or if I'm in a situation, I'm gonna wash my eyes. Like, I ain't gonna be in that bitch scared or shit, or feeling like, oh my god, they looking at me. Shit, we all men.
So I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna ask you a question about the foot fetish thing. How do you tell a woman? So if you find out a woman's feet is ugly, do you stop talking to her? Do you tell her, or you just? How do you go about that?
If a woman got ugly feet, it's a rap, bro. Like it depends how the sex is too though. Like, because the sex good, then that kind of prolong the situation. But if the sex is whack, then that shit like, I'm cool, bro. The sex whack, obviously the sex whack, that shit a deal breaker. Period. Whether she got pretty feet or not. But if the feet ugly and the sex weak, but if the sex good, and it's like, I prolong it. But like, after so long, it just kind of get like, it just can't fuck with it.
Man, you better than me, bro. I don't care. I'm good. I'm done. Like her feet ugly. I'm cool. You will never hear.
No matter how bad she is.
Yeah, I don't care.
She could be a 10.
Then she could be a 10. I look at her feet like,
the feet a 10 and the feet a 3 is a wrap.
Yeah, because it's like
they all stubby. They discolored. Like
got a bunny on her big toe curve. I'm like. And that's why I said, just because you get your feet done don't mean it's pretty. Some females' toe be too long. I'm like, no, her toenail too long. I can't even deal with that. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta see them.
Just because her feet is done does not mean it's pretty. That's it. I gotta put a disclaimer on. You know what I'm saying?
He said a disclaimer.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I'm real picky, bro. That's why I said I like little baby nuggets. I like size, like little feet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, bro. It gotta depends on how I look. French tips, you know what I'm saying?
French tips, definitely.
Bright colors, you know what I'm saying?
The French tips is definitely a must. That's top tier, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I like it, especially a red bone too. Ooh.
I done had a couple.
Yeah, man. The red bones with a red bone with the French tips, bro. That's my weakness, bro. I'm giving that. Then I might gotta pay. I don't know. I said I ain't gonna never say never. Might
little thick John.
Yeah, man. 5'5" thick in the thighs, dog. You know what I mean? Shit. I love me. Yeah, man. I definitely. Bro. I definitely got a foot fetish problem, bro. But ain't no shame in my game, dog. I gotta embrace it.
You gotta embrace who you are.
So let me ask you
brother.
this, then, man. Why you think people don't embrace what they like?
So people be ashamed, man. Like I know people for a fact be ashamed and they don't want to be judged and they don't want people to come off harsh and be like, you a freak or stay away from me or, because people judgmental as hell, bro. Like a lot of people feel like people gonna judge them and make them feel ashamed. And to me, it's like, man, I don't care what people think, man. Like motherfucker can't shame me for being who I am. Like that's what I like. It's my money. I work for this shit, you know what I'm saying?
Amen.
I'm a welder. I'm getting money. I do this shit. Like, this what I do. Like, I take care of my responsibilities as long as my bills paid, my kid happy, my mama, my family straight or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Fuck with a motherfucker. Gotta think about me enjoying my kink on the side, my fetishes.
No, for real, man. Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, it was certain things about myself I liked it that I was kind of embarrassed to share with others, with women. Like what turned me on or me having a foot fetish. You know what I'm saying? So as I got older, it's just like, shit, some women be liking that shit. They be into that. You know what I'm saying?
You would be amazed, bro.
You
It's
do.
a lot of freaky ass women out there, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like,
Yeah. And you said you kinky, right?
you gotta.
Whatever you feel comfortable sharing. How kinky are you? Like you like, some men they like certain things played with.
I'm deep out there. No, I ain't.
Like they like certain things licked on.
No, you bet. But when it comes to a situation like that, like getting your ass licked and shit, I ain't gonna lie. I have had. You would be surprised. The most bad it'd be the finest women that be want to do that type of shit. I agree to that. I've had fine ass women ask me like, "Can I lick your ass? Can I eat your ass?"
When you had that done to you?
You know,
that's crazy. Dog has legs in the air, dog.
No homo. You got a bad bitch. Look, when you got a bad bitch, hey. She like, I'm gonna eat your whole body. Look at that. This man got me going crazy. Leave me alone, man. Hey.
Dog had his legs over his head. That's crazy.
No, it wasn't none of that. It wasn't none of that. Hey, legs was not over my head, y'all. My legs was not in the air. None of that. Look, I was not bent over. Look, I was standing up.
FYI.
I said, I ain't bending over for nobody.
Dog crazy.
But yeah, you would be amazed, man. It'd be the finest women, bro. They be wanting to do the craziest shit, though, man. Y'all
wait, bro. Wait, dog. Wait.
This is a badass bitch that wouldn't do this shit to
me. Wait. You was standing up, dog?
Yeah. This man crazy. I was standing there. She like, let me eat it. I start.
Legs got weak, dog.
Y'all ever seen Booty Call with Jamie Foxx was like, lick the with the dog? Yeah, it was crazy.
That shit crazy.
I'm ignorant, but yeah, people got to experiment, man. You can't be.
Nah, that part I can't do.
You can't be out here living scared, man.
Nah,
bro, you got to experiment, bro.
I'll fuck around in.
Man, you gotta go that down Julio.
I'll fuck around in. Punching her face or some shit like that.
Punching her face.
Hell no. Yeah, you a kinky boy, dog.
I know a lot of.
What made you so kinky, bro?
I know a lot of people gonna judge me for that, but it is.
Hey, man, you living your truth. Most people, bro. Listen, here's the thing, bro. Over here, sEatPlants podcast, bro. It's no judge. It's a no judge free zone. You know what I mean? Like, ain't none of that. You speaking your truth, and I respect a person who living their truth, who like what they like. And most people be ashamed. It be people out here who low key be living in a lie. You living your truth. Yeah, I respect that. Definitely. Even though I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at the fact that, like, damn, dog, you get down like that? You know what I'm saying?
Like,
yeah, bro, I don't judge, bro. But, like, you was the age of 7 or 8 when you started realizing your foot fetish. Mm-hmm. What was that time you realized how, you like being kinky?
Man, like, when I first started having sex, bro, the girl I first started having sex with was a preacher's daughter, so she was a freak. She was a little older than me, man. She turned me out from the start. She started turning me out. She switching hoes, putting it in her butt, putting it in her ass. Like she was a freak. Like, so from the jump, it's like I ain't have a chance. So from the start, it's like every bitch I fuck now, I'm trying to do everything. I'm trying to turn a bitch out. Like, I'm teaching bitches how to do anal and shit, fucking bitches in the ass. Like, damn. It get deep, like it get crazy, man.
No, damn, I see. So, before we even switch topics, bro, I gotta keep asking you this, bro. What's the misconception of being let me restart this question over. What are the misconception of having a foot fetish?
Man, the biggest misconception I think is that, man, all the niggas that got foot fetishes is horny and freaks. And even though I am a freak, I don't know. You might call me horny or whatever. That's fine. But I have a lot of. I ain't gonna say I got a lot of females, but I ain't starving for attention. It's just shit. It's just something I like. But I think the biggest misconception is that people thought they could take advantage of the situation just because you like it. And I've had people try to. I feel like have had people try to take advantage because I do like feet. So
what you mean by taking advantage?
Like monetary, they try to send me let's say I meet a person, they try to exploit the situation. Even though I don't mind paying for my shit, it's like don't be trying to $50 for a picture. Like, don't be saying no dumb shit to me because you feel like, oh, you like feet, you gonna pay it. Like, they feel like they could take advantage of that shit. It's like,
yeah, I agree to
that. I ain't no dummy now. Like, it's a limit to this shit. It's like, if I give you $10 or something, like, I'll send you a 10 and get you some gas or something. Send me a picture. Let me see your feet. Let me just see. If they straight, then I'm gonna proceed to, like I said, I'm gonna proceed to, hey, can I get in where you open the foot fetish? You open the foot session, like, I'm gonna proceed. It's just a way to do this shit. You can't just, like I said, you can't just start out being like aggressive neither. You gotta be smooth with it, player about the shit.
Right.
Can't just open that shit up talking about, can I fuck your feet?
Yeah, no. Actually, I agree with that. Because most women automatically think like you gonna pay, and I'm like, I would never in my life pay for no feet pics. Like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, I definitely agree with that one. Because, how I ask for feet pics, I just be like, shit. They be like, like, I don't pay for feet pics. So, like, they could be like, oh, I was in the shower. Oh, you was in the shower? Oh, shit. How them toes look? With the eye emoji. Some go for it, some don't. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, no, I had that very bad, bro. Like, my foot fetish was bad where sometimes, like, I stare at a female feet for too long. And I'll be staring. Like, damn, her feet so pretty. Yeah, bro, heck yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, man, I was
staring, man.
Yeah, I still got that bad, but I know how to, like, not make it obvious. If I see one with pretty feet, I'm staring. It's like a 3-second rule. Like, every 3 seconds, I look away. Look away.
3-second rule.
Yeah, for real.
So when you go to Summerfest and shit, and just it's hot outside and they got their feet out, you going?
Oh,
I'm like a dog in traffic.
I'm like shit. I'm looking crazy.
You gotta shoot your shot at somebody.
Hell yeah.
You gotta pull the motherfucker to the side and be like, hey, you ever heard it? I'm telling you, man.
Wait, you done that?
Yeah, man. I'm telling you the shit. You gotta try, bro. You never know what you might not run into, bro. Motherfucker might be needing some extra cash on the side. You come through talking about, I pay you to. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker might need that shit. You make a motherfucker day. They like, damn, I got a motherfucker that's about to pay me for my. You never know what you run into. Like, it get deep.
That shit crazy, bro.
I'm telling you, bro.
I'm kept it in mind, dog. Yeah, man. Y'all love me pretty feet, dog. We can talk about this all day, brother.
We can talk about this all day, for real.
Yeah, no, for real. I can definitely talk about this shit all day. But like, so you having a foot fetish and shit, and is that hard? Dating, or has it been easy?
I mean, for me, the dating part ain't hard because I'm always gonna meet women that's open. Like, I ain't gonna say that's open, but the women that I deal with, I try to get them to open up to the idea of, I got a foot fetish, and are you open to this? Like I said, if they not open to it, then it's like it fucked the relationship up because like, you my girl, you supposed to be. For one, you supposed to accept me for who I am. You my girl. It ain't supposed to be nothing I ain't supposed to be able to hold from you or not tell you. Same with her. Like I said, a lot of women like to eat. Might want to like eat a man's ass and shit. Some women like that type of shit. So if you're my girl and you like that shit, I might not like it. But if I really fuck with you and I really love you, I'm gonna let you eat my ass. Like, it just is what it is. It sounds crazy, but it is what it is. If you my girl, you really fuck with me, you should let me like fuck with your feet. Like, what the fuck? We no hoes barring this shit. We in this shit together. Like,
right.
Especially if you really like, you feel like you want to be with me for a long time, because it's like, this is something that you gonna have to deal with for years and years to come. If you accept me and want to be my girl, like, unless you want me to be looking at other women and doing this shit with other women, and if you say that, then that's cool. Then I'm gonna indulge, which I'm doing like right now. I'm indulging,
Yeah. So what if a woman like, I like bending men over? How would you react?
like eating their ass or doing other shit?
Nah, other shit.
No, I don't go for no penetration, and I ain't gonna let nobody put no strap on and hit me or anything like that. Okay. Yeah, that's different. But it is people out here that do that. Yeah. It is women out here that's into that.
See, only
and it's fine women, man. Like I said, you'd be surprised if I had a woman tell me that shit. Like, I like to hit niggas with that. I'm like, nah. That was kind of where my limit. I'm like, nah, that's. And then she probably felt it. She probably was like, her mom. She probably was like, you can't be my nigga. You won't let me do that. She probably was thinking like how I feel about the feet. That's probably a deal breaker for her. I'm like, no, that ain't something I'm into. And I understand. Like I said, if a woman feel that way, then we not meant to be together. Right. And if I feel the way about letting a woman hit me with a strap, we not meant to be together.
Right. So that's your limit right there.
Yeah, I ain't letting nobody.
No, because I asked because I ain't gonna lie, Tay. I ain't know you was this kinky, bro. I mean, I knew you was a kinky motherfucker. I ain't know you was this kinky, so I had to ask,
deep,
like,
man.
okay, how far you would go with this?
Peeing on bitches, look at that.
Yeah, bro. Wait, you allow women to pee on you too?
The bitches be squirting. What you think it is? Like,
But no, I understand. But I'm talking about if a girl be like, I want to pee on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would.
It's been some drunk nights. It's been some drunk nights.
Damn, Tay, you a nasty motherfucker. Do your guys know you how nasty you is?
We ain't gonna put this out. Look at that.
No, I said.
We gonna put it out. We gonna put this one out, man. It's all good.
Niggas gonna be like, yeah, we gonna have to keep Tay in the house. We ain't gonna bring him out
We
tonight.
ain't smoking with me no more. Nobody smoking with me no more. Now from now on, my own blunts is my blunts.
No, you crazy, dog. So hasn't been. I think I'm asking you the same question in a different way. So has it been hard for you to find a woman since you got this foot fetish and stuff like that?
Not at all.
Are you single?
Yeah, but I mean, it's complicated when not really single. But I'm seeing somebody, you know. But I don't know if it's like really a lock. I feel like it's just dating.
So what's your type of woman you looking for, man?
Educated out the gate, gotta be educated, gotta be educated, gotta be beautiful.
Yeah.
I think now at my age, bro, I think you gotta have kids, man. Like, no.
So you can date a woman with kids. I don't think I could, but
Cause you ain't got no kids, nigga. That's why.
yeah.
But I feel like women that don't got kids are selfish, man. Like women that don't have kids are selfish, man. That's from experience, man. Women that got kids, they more caring, they more motherly. It's just
More affectionate.
So to say, yeah, affectionate. Yeah, they kind of know how to treat, especially women with sons. I ain't gonna say just especially because I was in a relationship with a girl that took me to Puerto Rico, and she had a daughter, and she was real loving and caring, and but yeah, I think that women that don't got kids are selfish, man, because they lay off of themselves, man. Like they don't gotta think about nobody else. They moving their own time. They selfish, bro.
Yeah.
They work all the time.
Nah,
From my
for real.
experience, they work all the time.
No, you right. No, women are selfish, bro. And see, here's the thing, though, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm finna have a vulnerable moment, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind dating a woman with a kid,
Mm-hmm.
but I do mind. I don't mind because those type of women with a kid, they got some type of ambitions about themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, they're not selfish. They're very affectionate. They know what they want. They learn from their mistakes. You know what I'm saying? With a woman who don't have a kid, some of them are not really ambitious. Some are selfish. Immature as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, damn. And then, I'm turning 30 in a couple of months. I'm like, damn, like maybe I gotta be a stepdad. Then again, I don't want to because it's like my own concerns. Some might look at as insecurities, but it's like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel if I know your kid have a good father.
So
You know what I'm saying? And I don't see nothing wrong with that, but it's just like, then it make me feel like, damn, like, why y'all broke up anyway? He a good dad. You know what I'm saying? And then it made me feel like, damn, he's that's why my insecurities could kick in.
But it ain't always about him being a good dad. Sometimes, like for example, in my baby mama, sometimes it's just you and the person just don't always see eye to eye all the time. So y'all might feel like it's better for y'all not to be together than just co-parent versus being together in the same house, and y'all might bump heads or y'all might not, 100% get along. So it's like a lot of times it don't even be about that. But sometimes a motherfucker just outgrow a person too. So it's like,
Yeah, true.
you might meet a woman that got kids and the daddy a good daddy, and he already moved on with his life. Like he ain't even thinking about her and she ain't thinking about him. Like we both doing our own thing type shit. Like, but then sometimes you right, and then sometimes situation you get into, you might have to keep that thing on you because it's like this nigga want to pop up or this nigga want to still call. He want to try to show
concern
up
right there.
because the kid calling him talking about dad. I'm hungry. Mom's got company. They loud. Nigga might want to try to pop up. And I done been in a situation where a nigga done put guns on me, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, I done had a nigga pull a gun on me. I was in the bitch crib. Well, it was they crib. She invited me. She put me in a situation where she invited me to. Yeah, bitch put me in a vulnerable situation. Like the nigga up the gun on me and shit. I had to get up out of there. So it was crazy though. On the real, it was deep. It got crazy, but it was definitely some some static over that, some get back though.
Damn.
It wasn't sweet.
No, that's crazy. That's what I mean about. That's my main concern. That's why I say if I deal with a woman, man, he got to be a deadbeat or he got to be.
He got to be dead.
He got to get
He got to be dead or
dead or deadbeat. I ain't dealing with a woman who kid active or you know what I'm saying? Cause just like I ain't dealing with that shit, bro.
That nigga got to be dead, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm not dealing with that. Ain't gonna be no Happy Father's Day. You been a good father to our Mikhail.
Like my baby mama gave me $700
Yeah, see, I would be pissed. Like, what the fuck?
for tax time.
Yeah.
No,
Nah.
I'm a good dad.
Yeah, no, I'm not going for
You
that.
would have been mad.
I would have a whole fit.
You would have turned the house up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Turned every which way.
Tablets been broken. I've been mistreated a kid.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, this nigga crazy.
On that tablet in that toilet. I ain't playing that shit, dog. So, my last couple questions, bro. So, you are a welder. How did you get into that?
I'm sorry. My dad was a welder. So he used to come home. I was about 7 or 8, and I used to see my dad helmet, and I used to pick it up, and I used to put it on, and I remember my dad used to have he used to be having a lot of money when he was welding and shit. So I was like, damn, I want to, you know. And I remember getting older, I asked him like, what you used to do when you was, you know, when you used to be having. He was like, I was a welder. And I was like, damn, I'm gonna try that out. And I tried it and shit. I just got good at it. And now I encourage any young man, black man, to, you know, if you ain't got a career, you ain't got a job, you trying to find your way in life still, like, you should try to go be a carpenter, a welder, a painting, or whatever, like a trade, because they need us, and that's something that's gonna always be able to get you money, like high demand type jobs. And you know, we need more black men in the welding industry right now, because man, it's a lot of money out there, man. Like, I encourage anybody.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. I agree.
Truck driving as well.
Yeah, I was finna mention that. I was just finna mention that. Get a trade. Yeah, get a trade, because you can take that skill and take it anywhere you want to. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in going to college. That just depends on you know, going to school to be a lawyer or being a doctor. But just, if you're trying to make some real money, I believe. And I know people gonna criticize me for saying this, but I'm like, shit, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? If you want to make some real money, that trades is where it's at.
Instant without having to go to school for 10 years and 5 years.
You got to be in debt.
Be an intern and all this shit.
Yeah, because I feel like it's a lot of politics with that. And then, too, like, you got a skill. Can't nobody take that away from you.
They can't take
And then, too, you can use that skill even if you don't want to do it for long. Like, for me, like, I'm using my skill to invest to this podcast, invest to other things. So, like, you being a welder, the more money you make, the more, I feel like a lot of discrimination you're going to experience, in my opinion.
It's like the more experience you get, the more money you make, but also, yeah.
But no. But actually, I'm bringing that up. I'm asking you, did you feel any, like, discrimination, like racism?
In the beginning, yeah, when you first starting, you know, you don't really see it because you still young and you know, you don't really see that shit. I'm pretty sure the same with truck driving. It's a lot of little shit that you see, you don't really be understanding. And then, like, as years go by, you be like, damn, they was on that. They was, you know what I'm saying? You just think back to, like, damn, I was in a situation where it was like that. You know, I was probably you felt like you might have been underpaid or whatever, but you just got to go through that shit. That shit part of the shit, man. Like, being black in America, shit, really. I mean, our parents went through it. Our grandparents probably went through it. Like,
so shit. What was the step? Because before I asked you what was the steps, but the reason why, because I feel like when you have a trade, like when you get a trade and you being black, sometimes you be a target in certain companies. You know what I'm saying? You feel like that negative vibes from certain white people. I hate to bring race in it.
Definitely.
Because my dad got his boiler license. You know what I'm saying? And he experienced, you know what I'm saying, racism, or, you know.
You say his what license?
Boiler
maker.
Yeah.
He's a boiler maker.
I don't know what that is, bro. But, like, when you got your boiler license, that's part of a trade.
Yeah, he a boiler maker. He's a boiler maker. That's kind of like a welder. He was welding, too.
That, I don't know too much about that. I can't.
Yeah, if it was a boiler maker, yeah, I know about that. They make a lot of pay, but
So it's just like, but he experienced that. So I experienced the same thing too. Me being a truck driver, because the truck companies, bro, like they cater to them white boys. I'm gonna be real, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like I know how to play my role, so I don't let that affect me. So what I'm saying is that if you do get a trade, you know what I'm saying? Like the more money you make, and even it ain't gotta be a trade, just being a doctor, a nurse, whatever, you're gonna experience certain shit, and you gotta just keep it pushing. You gotta keep it going. And what I want to ask you is like, how long did it take to get because you have to get your border license?
No, I just went to a trade. I went to like a class and shit for like a year or whatever in Tennessee. I was living in Tennessee when I learned how to weld, so
Okay.
I got like I took a little 1 year class, and I ended up getting like a certificate after a year. And fresh out of school, I ended up getting a job. I was doing production at first.
Okay.
I started out making like 15 an hour, bro. This was back in 2013 though, so 15 was decent. But yeah, I started out making 15. I was still living with my dad too, so I ain't had no kids yet neither. So 15 an hour was decent for me back then. And I was working 10 hours a day, so I was running that shit up. But as time progressed, you know, you get it. Like I said, you get experience and you move up the ladder, and then you get to making $30 and $35, and shit get lovely then. So now you just sit back and you like, shit, this shit gravy. Like I'm in the union and shit now. Like
That's good.
And so I work for the city, and it's beautiful, man. Like,
so how did welding change your life?
Man, it put me in a position where I'm able to take care of my child, and all my bills and shit is paid on time. Sometimes, half the time ahead of time. Them shits be paid ahead of time. Most half the time, on the real, like, it put me in a position where I'm good. Like, I ain't worried about nothing financially right now. Like, obviously, it could always be more. You know, motherfuckers don't ever want to just be on one level. You always feel like it could be more, but yeah, everything good right now. I ain't gonna lie.
No, I feel you. Now, that's how I feel with trucking, bro. Trucking changed my life for sure. Before, like, I was doing trucking, I was doing security, and I wasn't making no money. You know what I'm saying? And I had bad credit, you know what I'm saying? And I was just really messed up, you know what I'm saying? And when I got into trucking, I definitely, I'm here. I'm able to invest and able to do things. And when I was in trucking school, I would live with my dad at the time. And, you know, he helped me out tremendously. So, yeah, man, that trucking really got me to this point in my life, bro. I'm extremely blessed, bro. I give all glory to God, real talk. Yeah, real talk, man. So this is my last question, man. Anybody that want to get into welding or want to just get in trade in general, man, like, what's your best advice to get to them? Because sometimes fear can hold a person back.
Right now, MATC, like, just go to MATC. Don't be afraid to cross the bridge to make a better future for yourself. Like, don't, like how this man did. He was driving trucks, and he said, man, I'm gonna invest my money into doing my own thing on the side and try to build my own way. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid to build your own way. You know, and it takes steps. You know, it ain't gonna be easy. You know, you're gonna have to grind it out. It's gonna be rough days. It's gonna be days you don't want to do this shit, but you just gotta grind it out, and you're gonna be all right. God know your intentions is pure when you trying to better yourself. So I just feel like everybody need to just, like I said, if you don't have a career or you don't have you don't know which way do you want to go, you should look into that.
No, I agree, man, and I'm a firm believer. You gotta go through something to get to something.
Yeah, definitely.
Amen to that, man. But yeah, man, that's all I have, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you coming, dog. Dropping some knowledge, sharing your story.
You, man. Appreciate
you know what I'm saying?
You,
I'm definitely gotta bring you back. You crazy,
I'm
bro.
glad we got to talk about this, man. And hopefully, when we come back, we can talk about hopefully this video, you know.
Yeah, go back and see.
Experience, yeah.
Yeah, man, they gonna go crazy on this one, bro. Hell yeah,
all
bro.
right.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you,
my boy. Already.